welcome to the Geek Legion of Doom, and this is going to be my June Blu-ray haul. It's going to be a bit of a shorter one, don't have quite as much stuff this time, but I do have a nice little surprise at the end, which is a non-Blu-ray thing, but I think it's quite cool. But anyway, let's talk about some Blu-rays. First one I'll talk about here is 13 Erie, which was a zombie film which I actually reviewed on the channel a little while ago, and it's one I'd never heard of. This was pretty much a blind watch, and it was really good. It stars Catherine Isabel, who is very well known, most notably I guess through the her Werewolf series, but you know, it's a pretty decent zombie film. Very gory, loads of fun, definitely worth checking out. There was a media book of this, but they didn't send it out of Germany, which is a bit of a pain, so I had to go for just the regular standard Blu-ray. So it's a German Blu-ray, and I think you can get it in other countries, different sleeve and all that, but I wanted to get a region B one. Staying with Germany, you may have seen from my last update that I kind of want to collect the kind of haunted asylum sort of found footage films. This one is called Greystone, which has another name which escapes me at the moment. I have reviewed this film. I didn't think it was a particularly fantastic one as I recall, but nonetheless it was relatively cheap, and I kind of wanted to pick it up just to kind of like have that sort of collection of haunted asylum films, which I just seem to have a big affinity for. And on that subject, there is another one called Episode 50. Again, found footage film, very much in the style of Grave Encounters, group of ghost hunters going, you know, a haunted hospital and all that, and very, very similar. Again, this is a German Blu-ray. This film really wasn't all that good. It looked like a lot of the ghostly effects were actually shot in reshoots, because they never really had much interaction with the actual main plot. But again, this was pretty cheap, so I just kind of wanted to pick it up to have it in the kind of collection on Blu-ray of haunted asylum films. There you go. Next up, we have a steelbook that I actually got from CX. And this is the new, or 2016 Ghostbusters remake that kind of got a lot of crap. I actually quite like the ghost effect, although I do appreciate this. You know, it's not obviously a patch on the originals. Now, with CX, it's a bit of a gamble. You don't actually ever see the actual item you're buying. And I was pleasantly surprised. This one not only had the J card, as you can see here, but it actually had this magnet that kind of goes on to the actual sleeve as well. So I had no idea it actually came with it. And as you see, it fits perfectly on there. And there you go. So that's pretty decent. So I was quite happy with that. I'm not going to open this up because I'm going to rip the J card there. But that is steelbook, and like you can see here, nice looking magnet, fits perfectly over the actual graphics. You know, like I said, this film certainly has its detractors, but I kind of like the ghostly effects. And although it's a bit bulky, this magnet, I don't know if you can see how much that kind of sticks out. It's quite a lot. There you go. Also from CX, I wanted to get another of my Game of Thrones steelbook collection, and this is the 6th season. I actually have seasons 1 to 4, so I am just missing season 5 now, which seems to be a bit of a tougher one to get hold of. Again, this was some CX, and again I was a little worried that this one wouldn't come with a magnet, but it did, and again it's in pretty decent nick, so quite happy with that one there. So I just need to look out for season 5 now. Should have got it on Zavi when I had the chance, but you know, if you snooze you lose. And then I got 24. Now I had the whole series on DVD, but I kind of wanted to upgrade to Blu-ray, but unfortunately they only do the last kind of like few seasons on Blu-ray and not the other ones. So it's, you know, I found these very cheap on eBay just for like a couple of quid each, and I thought, wow, you know what? Even though I can't watch the originals, maybe, or I have to watch them on DVD, at least I can enjoy the kind of the later seasons on the Blu-ray. nonetheless, they're still pretty fun. And Kiefer Sutherland, definitely his best role. And then I got the quote-unquote final season as well. FYI, there was another season after this, although it was a shorter amount of episodes. So yeah, just the 2 seasons I got there on Blu-ray. So I picked up this. This is also a blind buy, but I'd seen a trailer. I say it's a blind buy. I'd seen a trailer, and I thought, wow, that looked pretty good. Werewolf, Beast Among Us. Reviews on the channel if you want to check it out for this one. Pretty high production values, very much in the vein of the Van Helsing movie. It's just almost like a kind of Magnificent Seven with a kind of werewolf twist. This is a Dutch Blu-ray, I believe it is. So yeah, worth checking out if you're a werewolf fan. I really wanted to get this movie. This was one of my favourite films of yesteryear. Space Hunters. I tried to avoid buying Region A because I don't know if my player it works with Region A's. It seems to be working with everyone I've tried. I don't want to push my luck, but this one's not available in Region B, and it's a great film. I haven't seen it in a long time, so I kind of saw this for not too expensive, so I wanted to pick it up. So that is Space Hunter: Adventures in the Forbidden Zone. Great, I think somewhat underrated science fiction film. I recently watched Origin Wars, which is a new science fiction film, also known as The Osiris Child, and it really reminded me of this film. And I had actually bought this just beforehand without seeing it, but if you like Space Hunter, I'd check out Origin Wars, aka The Osiris Child. And there's been a lot of hullabaloo with the 47 metres down, so I picked up this Shark Week movie again, which I reviewed on the channel on Blu-ray. Again, it was like £1 or somewhere. So it's quite a fun, made-for-TV movie. And what I liked about this one is there's a variety of different kind of sharks. Yeah, it's kind of cheap. I'm not a big fan of the silly shark movies where it's kind of like Sharktopus or Sharknado. I actually kind of like my sharks to be plain old shark. I don't mind a megalodon here and there, but not these kind of silly cross monster ones. But this one's just your regular sharks, and it's quite a fun premise. That is Shark Week. Another one from CX. I got the 5th season of The Walking Dead, and again, a lucky break with the steelbooks here. This one again came with a J card, so I was very lucky to get that, I think. And a decent steelbook, with no real kind of like scratches or dents on there. Pretty happy with that one. Again, with this one, with the kind of the Game of Thrones, I'm trying to kind of get the steelbooks as they come out, and if I see them kind of cheap on eBay or CX or something like that, I'll kind of pick them up. So pretty happy with that. And the last Blu-ray is a little bit of a confusing one for me. Again, this is one of the Haunted Asylum films, and this is actually one of the better ones. I reviewed this ages ago and had it on DVD, but I wanted to get it on Blu-ray because I do kind of remember this one being pretty good. Not quite as good as maybe Grave Encounters, but anyway, I found it on Amazon, and it was an American one. But when I got it, it just seemed, I don't know, it seemed like it would be maybe a pirate. I'm not 100% sure. It's like, it's got it from Amazon. Had this weird case where it just says Blu-ray disc. When you have a look at the back, it is just plain black. Now it does say Uncorked Entertainment. But when we open it up, it's a blank disc, and it's a like a burn-on-demand disc. So I'm not really sure about this one, whether it's maybe come directly from the film company, which I know they do sometimes. It seems like it's like, it's a good quality card and all of that, and I've watched it, and it, it's a good disc and all that. It looks good or everything, but I don't know. I don't really know what to think about that. I mean, has anyone from America seen this style of case before? Is it just a copy, or is it some kind of just not very interesting case? Who knows? Let me know. So that is the Blu-rays. I have one more thing to show you, which is not a Blu-ray, but it's pretty cool, but I'm going to have to pan the camera out, so let's check it out. So I don't really go much in for collecting merchandise. I know a lot of other collectors do. I'm not really interested, but I did pick something up that I do want to show you guys, and it's a horror-related item, and it is a large picture of the nun Valak from the Conjuring 2 movie. So it's on a kind of a canvas framed picture, and yes, I have this hanging from the bedroom wall in my apartment, and this is why no woman will ever sleep over here again. And yeah, it's pretty scary. But not only that, I've somewhat customized this, so to make it even more freaky, I bought some glow-in-the-dark paint, and I have actually painted the eyes with a kind of a glow-in-the-dark paint. Obviously this you can't really see it on here. So overnight, this is the eyes glow, and yeah, it's pretty damn freaky. It's quite fun. So there you go, that is my collection update. Thanks for watching, and see you next month. Bye for now.